Nous sommes réunis aujourd'hui pour faire face à une situation exceptionnelle qui menace le futur de nos enfants et donc notre futur à tous.
Que la educación es la política pública más importante que debemos todos construir.
Financing, mobilizing, committing with different cultures, visions, approaches, but togetherness and solidarity to ensure a quality education preparing a much, much better future for humanity.
Мы с уверенностью можем сказать, что будем использовать полученный опыт для повышения устойчивости и гибкости всей системы образования, развития ее инклюзивной и технологических составляющих.
A convertir a la educación, a la formación, en una política transversal que implicará a todos y cada uno de los departamentos ministeriales del Ejecutivo.
The education response to this pandemic showed what is possible, and it showed how we can work together closely, and it showed what is possible when we do.
Education can no longer be the responsibility of one sector. Coordination between government, digital communication companies, and NGOs can bridge the divide and create equity in education.
We now come to the declaration that you have all worked on intensively.
The priority actions outlined by UNESCO cover the key areas requiring our urgent attention.
This declaration is an emergency prescription.
The declaration commits us to the most important priorities of the next 15 months.
We stand firm together in support to the 2020 Global Education Meeting Declaration.
Pero la injusticia social y la desigualdad no son un patrimonio exclusivo de los países de la periferia. También están presentes en los países más ricos y opulentos.
قانون إطار يهدف إلى تأمين تعليم جيد ومنصف مدمج مختلف الشرائح الاجتماعية بما فيها الفئات الهشة بما فيها بالخصوص الفتاة القروية.
Plataformas virtuales gratuitas para llegar a todos los estudiantes de las ciudades, de las zonas más alejadas y zonas rurales del país.
And we will be standing up for the right of every girl to 12 years of quality education. Next year, this will be at the heart of our G7 presidency.
The upcoming Italian G20 presidency will support the development of innovative, effective solutions for a sustainable and inclusive economic recovery from the pandemic.
Il sera difficile de reconstruire sur des bases durables si nous n'accordons pas l'attention nécessaire à la santé mentale et au bien-être mental des enfants et des jeunes, mais aussi des enseignants et des parents.
Our plan is for accelerated investment in early learning, in safe schools, in digitally connected classrooms, in the training of teachers, indeed of the whole education workforce.
Teachers are at the beating heart of education. They make it happen.
We need to ensure that every teacher is adequately valued and trained.
أن يكون هناك نوع من التفكير في ماهية التعليم المستقبلي الذي يجب أن يكون، وبالتالي هو يشكل فرصة حقيقية للاستفادة من التجارب، وبالتالي نفكر في طبيعة المهارات التي يجب أن ينظمها ويكتسبها طلبتنا.
Financing education is not a cost, it is our most crucial long-term investment. And yet, only a very small fragment has been set aside for education and training in national stimulus packages around the world. On average, this figure is less than 1% globally.
Our Constitution provides that the highest level of spending in the national budget has to be for education.
Education is the greatest equalizer. In that vein, the Namibian government, in line with the Sustainable Development Goal number 4, attaches great importance on access to education.
We included a large education component in our economic stimulus package,
in support of recruitment and training of teachers and the digital learning program.
Verbas extraordinárias estão a ser alocadas às escolas para assegurar a sustentabilidade do processo de ensino e devolver aos alunos, professores e às famílias a esperança e a confiança numa vida escolar segura.
In many cases, the right to education will remain an empty promise unless education spending increases. We need to mobilize more international financing for global education.
We must step up our efforts at engaging innovative financing models to ensure that education is not negatively affected.
We know from UNESCO's excellent calculations, we're talking about 50 billion needed. The richest 500 people in the world have $6.8 trillion. We need a wealth tax on big tech because that's where all the economy is going right now.
I have taken the decision to increase EU financing of assistance to education in partner countries under my responsibility from 7% to 10%.
We've launched a campaign calling on world leaders to raise your hand to pledge funding and support for education.
Education is the docking station for all of the Sustainable Development Goals.
I thank UNESCO for its leadership and call on all countries and international partners to act now, together, for education to transform lives.